everyone, it's Jill from Notefold.com. Today I would like to showcase some of my punches that I recently bought. They are both Martha Stewart punches. As you can see, this one is the layering punch, and this one is the one you want to get because you can do both butterflies, the solid butterfly and the stencil butterfly, which I'll demonstrate. And this one is better to get as just a whole punch because you can buy these separately, but it would cost more. This is the way to go. The other punch I just bought this today with my 50% off coupon. I bought the craft punch, and this one does 3 little baby butterflies, and I'll demonstrate that as well. The first punch that I'm going to demonstrate is the Martha Stewart layering punch. As you can see, it's got a slider. If you move it on one side all the way where it's got the solid square, you'll get a solid butterfly. If you move it to the other side, where it's got the outline square, you'll get the outline butterfly. Today I'm using some leftover Stampin' Up! Paper. One of the tricks I learned is flip your punch over, insert your paper so you can see what you're punching, give it a little squeeze, and set it down. Then when you're ready to get the stencil punch, you need to push a little harder so you'll hear a double click. Did you hear that? That way you will get your beautiful outline butterfly. This paper happens to be two-sided. Isn't that beautiful? I'm also going to demonstrate now how to get the solid punch of the butterfly. It does create some little confetti for you there. Turn your slider that way. Again, put your paper in. And now this one, I believe, will just have the single punch sound because it's not doing the outline. Put your paper down, punch, and there you go. You have a single solid butterfly. One of the techniques that you can do is layer the butterflies like that and then glue them together and make a magical effect. The second punch that I'm going to demonstrate today is the Martha Stewart's craft punch. As you can see, it's got 3 smaller butterflies, so it creates a nice complementing effect to the larger punch. Again, I'm going to flip my punch over, insert my paper, and give it a squeeze, and there you go. You have a whole family of butterflies just ready to fly away. Isn't that beautiful? I find they make a very nice complement to a larger butterfly. Now I'm going to show you how to do the magical effect that created these beautiful pink and purple butterflies on my card. First, you'll take your 2-way glue pen. What you're going to do is just follow the outline of the butterfly, applying some glue so these 2 butterflies will stick together. This should only take a moment. There you go. Line it up as best as you can with the solid butterfly. When you're happy, go ahead and squeeze them together, just like so. I'm just going to give that one moment to dry while I explain the rest of the tools that I'm going to be using. I am going to be using my Versamark, which is just a watermark stamp which helps with heat embossing. I'm also going to be using clear embossing powder, and of course I store these in my salt shakers. If you've seen my earlier videos, you know it's a handy way to store embossing powder. I've got my embossing powder tray and my heat tool. That should be set. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Versamark and just apply it right directly on top of the butterfly. I found that was the most effective way to get good coverage and ensure that enough embossing powder would stick to this butterfly. Once you're satisfied, go ahead and peel it off. Then I'm going to take my butterfly and cover it with clear embossing powder. Take a moment and pour the excess right back into the jar. Then you're going to take your heat tool, and I'm going to turn on and watch the magic. the embossing powder has melted, you'll have a nice solid sheen finish. Alright everybody, thanks for joining us today. As you can see, this is our final project. This butterfly here and this butterfly here, of course I created with the Martha Stewart punch, and this one is a store-bought embellishment. As you can see, they're both equally beautiful, and I wish you luck in your butterfly creativity.